Hello guys, what's up? What's popping? Welcome to another exciting YouTube video. So today I have a special guest with me. So what's your name?
Okay, my name is Lucky Andrew.
Okay, so Lucky currently has a condition known as chronic kidney disease, yeah? So today I just brought him on my channel to just let us know more about this condition, how he's been coping, and just to educate us basically. So please subscribe to my channel if you're not, and let's just go straight into this video.
Summer wind blowing, feeling alive. Sunshine in my eyes will thrive. Dancing on the sand, waves crash at our feet. Heat on our skin, summer's beat.
Okay, so Lucky, thank you for agreeing to come to my channel. So I'll just like us to start, just like tell us everything, how you were diagnosed, like your whole story, just you can start.
Um, my name is Lucky Andrew. Just as I said, I got diagnosed I think around 2020. So it first came as malaria and typhoid. So when it kept on persisting, so we had to look into other areas like the general test. Then they discovered I had an issue with my kidneys. So went for several tests at least so that they could find out the cause, although they couldn't trace it. So just based on the result they saw, so they just had to start the dialysis. So I've been on dialysis since 2020 down to now, which is about 5 years. So that's how the whole journey has been.
Lucky is a really strong guy for over 5 years, and like he's still standing. Kudos to you. Okay, so I'll just go straight to like asking you questions. So for some people like me now who doesn't like really know much about these things, like what is kidney disease? And yours is chronic. So what is like chronic kidney disease?
Chronic kidney disease, that is a condition where your kidneys are affected. They can't work properly. That is filter waste from the body, like the fluid, the toxins from the body. So you know how terrible that is. So it can only be filtered through the help of dialysis. That is using a machine, yeah, with the components around it to take out the blood, filter it, and then return it back to the body, removing the excess fluid and then the toxins from the body.
Now I know. Right, so the next question I would be asking is like, what do you think like caused it for your kidneys not to work properly?
Okay. There are different reasons or different things that can affect the kidneys. Let's say from one, high blood pressure, diabetes, and also HIV could also cause chronic kidney disease, and also infection like urinary tract infection. If you don't treat it properly, the bacteria travels down to the kidneys and begin to cause damage. So when it's not detected on time and treated, definitely the kidneys will collapse. So it's good to at least be going for checkup once in a while, and once you notice any strange feeling, it's also good you go for medical checkup so that you can be sure of what is wrong with you.
Wow. See, I'm learning from you if you don't know. But what about you? What's like
Okay.
what caused yours?
As for mine, I don't really know if perhaps the lab scientists, or maybe I don't know, but they couldn't just really detect the main cause of my own. So just based on the results which they saw earlier, they just had to study dialysis. So even they were hoping perhaps maybe after one or two sessions of dialysis, perhaps the kidneys will pick up and then begin to function. But still, there was no improvement. So I've just been placed on dialysis. And then finally, before it was diagnosed with a chronic issue. And then, although at the early stage, if it's been detected and properly handled, it could not escalate. So that is it.
They couldn't detect the cause. Ha, that's crazy. Oh. Okay, so the next thing I have for you is like, what are the signs that people would see and they should be like, I have to go to the hospital or what's like the symptoms of this disease?
The symptoms, there are different types of symptoms you could experience. Number one, swollen legs, that's edema, then puffy face, and then shortness of breath. And then some people will be having muscle cramps, and then you'll be experiencing low blood count. So maybe your blood level will be dropping, yeah, and all that. And then you will be feeling weak and tired and not being able to do much. Yeah, those are the symptoms. That's just like maybe the primary symptoms and like the main symptoms that you can quickly see around your body and then declare that okay, yes, something is wrong with you and you need to go check yourself.
All right. So please, if you're having any of these symptoms, better run, no, go for a checkup. How have you been coping like for 5 years now? Like how has it been for you? Like your day-to-day life?
Day-to-day life, it's not been easy though because when you're in this kind of condition, you'll be restricted from many things. You won't be able to do much or even do most of the things you're not able to do. Like maybe indulging in sports activities and doing maybe some other house chores and all that because you won't have the strength which you had unlike before. And you also be advised to also try to get enough rest because after your dialysis you feel so tired and drained. So you won't have that much energy to push like you used to be before. And also it has really affected me like financially, not even me, most of the patients, because it's not easy to be spending money every week for dialysis. Not to talk more
Oh,
of,
really?
yeah, every week. Not to talk more of the cost. Not even once. Some people thrice a week, twice a week. So and because of financial issues, maybe once. But the hospital normally advise that at least a patient should undergo it at least 3 times a week. Yes. And aside the fees of the dialysis, you still have to maybe buy some drugs to at least keep your blood level at the normal range because most people normally complain of low blood and all that. So that is just it.
Okay. So like what challenges have you like come across since this diagnosis?
Yeah, my challenge is I've not been able to go to school to complete my education, not being able to indulge in other activities like I used to, just like every other person. So you're just there in one place, looking and just praying at least one day you'll be out of this mess. And also the financial stress it comes with. So that's it.
And I know one day for sure this would just be a thing of the past
Yes.
by the grace of God.
Amen.
Okay, so are there like any misconceptions that like people have about this thing?
Misconceptions, and definitely there will be. You know, some people now will choose not to go to the hospital. Some, we Africans will say, is like an attack, juju or whatever. So to me, sef, even if it's so, at least first thing first, do the right thing by going to the hospital. So at least they can check you to know what's wrong with you. And the way again, the way of life, the way people drink, smoke, they'll be deceiving themselves, telling themselves nothing will happen to them. But one day, you can never tell, you can never predict. So that's why we normally tell people to be careful of all this drinking, smoking, and especially the type of food they eat. So they have to be just very careful.
So Lucky, I have just one more final question for you, and that is how do you stay positive and motivated during this period of your life?
I thank God for the family and friends around me. They've been the one helping me, supporting me through with the words of prayers and encouragement. So whenever I feel very low or discouraged, if I just remember their words, at least I feel relieved. And then I also try to talk to myself to give myself that self confidence that yes, one day all this problem will come to an end. So that's just how I've been striving and pushing.
So Lucky here really needs our support, whether it's through prayers and also financial support because he undergoes dialysis every week, and it's not child's play. It costs a lot of money. And then the doctors are telling him that the only way out is through kidney transplant, and which is over 30 million naira. So this is not an easy task. So we are just begging for your support anyhow you can help him. No amount is too small. I'll be displaying the account on the screen. So please, anyhow you can support, it's really needed. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you learned one or two. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not, because more content is coming up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Raise your hand. Bye.